Chapter 6 The Question of Birth. It was late in the night on my 7th birthday when the most intriguing thought of my life crossed my mind. Mom had switched off the lights long back and I was in my bed. Day-long celebrations of my birthday and the euphoria of it all had left me quite tired by the end of the day. Yet I was awake. My eyes were focused in the fluorescent minute and hour hands of the clock on the dark wall in front of me. Technically, in the next 15 minutes, my birthday would be over. So I was revisiting the series of events of that special day. It had been a perfect birthday. In the morning, Dad had said special prayers on my behalf in the Gurudwara. At school, I was the only student who was not in his uniform but in his new birthday clothes. I was the one for whom the entire class sang "Happy Birthday to you," and in return, I had distributed chocolates to my classmates and my teachers. In the evening, for the very first time, I had cut a cake on my birthday. Till then, cake cutting was not a practice that my family followed. After many requests from me, my parents had agreed to a cake cutting ceremony. So Mom had borrowed an oven from someone in the neighborhood and baked the cake for me. It had 7 cherries on the top. For my cake cutting ceremony, I had made sure that I invited only those friends of mine who would bring gifts for me. For dinner, Mom had made my favorite Rajma Chawal. It was a beautiful day and I wished for it to never end. And yet, here it was, slipping out of my fingers. As soon as both the hands of the clock hit 12, I closed my eyes with the pleasant feeling that it had been 7 years since my birth. 7 years since I was born. 7 years. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years since I was born. But how the hell was I born? And my eyes flashed open. I occurred to me suddenly. Yes, but how the hell had I been born? I thought to myself. 7 years had passed and this thought had never struck my mind, ever. All of a sudden, in the darkness of that night, the fact that I didn't know how I had arrived on this planet started bothering me. Never before had my own existence in this world been as thrilling for me as it became on that very night. I spent the next few minutes tackling my anxiety. I pacified myself by thinking that there was nothing to worry about, and that I would soon find out how I was born. However, sleep had run miles away from me. The Einstein in me had raised his head, and I needed this complex mystery of how I had evolved to be unveiled. I had some vague thoughts and theories of my own. Maybe Mom had planted a seed in our garden and I came out of the plant. Maybe I had been dropped from the sky during the rainy season. If not that, then maybe. These thoughts were all products of my wandering mind in the middle of the night, but none of them appeared convincing enough to me. I kept tossing and turning in bed, turning over the thoughts again and again. Almost an hour later, too restless to stay in bed, I sat up. I looked at my mother, who was sleeping along with Tingu on the bed next to mine. I then looked at Tingu and wondered, how had I missed noticing when Tingu was born? He arrived 2 years after me. I spent the next few minutes regretting how I had missed my glorious chance to solve this puzzle. I juggled between wanting to wake Mom up to ask her my question and resisting myself and going back to sleep. I finally chose not to wake her up, so I went back to my bed. But the excitement did not let me sleep. Few minutes later, I got up from the bed again. I looked at Mom again, barefoot and in my pajamas and vest. I walked towards Mom. When I reached her side of the bed, I stood close to her face. She was in deep sleep. I was in deep anxiety. Mommy, I whispered. Nothing happened. Mommy, I whispered louder. Mom murmured in her sleep. I was too scared to wake her up. Mommy, I didn't whisper but called her aloud this time, and she woke up with a start. Huh? She was scared. She looked at me and then at the clock and realized that she had been asleep and I had just woken her up. Worried, she got up and asked, "Ki ho gaya beta? What happened, baby?" All of a sudden, I struggled to frame my question. I rubbed my right foot against my left leg. "Ki ho gaya, huh?" She asked again, trying to ensure that I was all right. This time, I rubbed my nose and eyes with my fingers. For a while, I even forgot why I had woken her up. She asked if I wanted to go to the bathroom. I shook my head from left to right to indicate the negative. Fear, she seemed to be getting impatient. My brother in his sleep shifted from the right to the left. "Mommy," I managed to utter. "हाँ बोल." Yes, ask. "Mommy, मैं किस तरह पैदा होया सी?" I blurted out my question. How was I born? I stared intently at her face but could not read her facial expressions. There was a smile on her lips. There was a confusion in between the lines of her forehead.